What's good, Raider Nation? Buckle up, because the Las Vegas Raiders are bringing a whole new energy to the 2025 season. Last year was rough. 4-13, a 10-game losing streak, and moments that had us questioning our loyalty. But 2025? It's a brand new era, and I'm pumped to dive into why this team is about to turn heads. The big news? Jeremy Chinn, our new safety, just dropped a truth bomb during OTAs that's got me fired up. He says this Raider squad is full of competitors who are ready to grind and make each other better. That's the kind of talk that gets a fan's blood pumping. We got a new regime leading the charge. Pete Carroll, a Super Bowl champ, and John Spytek, a savvy GM from Tampa Bay. They're building something special, and Chinn's words are proof the culture is shifting. No more locker room drama, just a team hungry to win. So what's changed? How are the Raiders going from rock bottom to playoff contenders? Stick with me as we break down the 8 biggest reasons why 2025 is going to be a wild ride for Raider Nation. Let's dive in. What's got you most excited about this season? Drop it in the comments. Scene 2. Pete Carroll's winning formula. Raider Nation, let's talk about the man steering the ship, Pete Carroll. This guy's no stranger to success, having led the Seahawks to a Super Bowl victory over the Broncos and another appearance against the Patriots. After a year off in 2024, he's back in the NFL, ready to bring his winning formula to Las Vegas. Carroll's all about culture, and according to star defensive end Max Crosby, Pete is the engine behind that. He has a formula that he lives by, and it's no joke. That formula? High energy, discipline, and a relentless drive to compete. Chinn echoed this, saying the team's full of players sharpening each other like iron. What's new for Carroll? He's embracing analytics like never before. With support from minority owner Tom Brady and a beefed-up analytics department, Carroll's evolving his game plan to make smarter calls. This could be the year Carroll finally snags that Coach of the Year award. Think he's got what it takes to turn the Raiders around? Let me know in the comments. Scene 3. John Spytek's master plan. Enter John Spytek, the new GM who's wasting no time reshaping the Las Vegas Raiders. Coming from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Spytek's got a knack for finding talent. And his first offseason with the Raiders is proof. He's not just rebuilding, he's reloading for a playoff push. Spytek's draft class is a fan favorite, headlined by first-round pick Ashton Jandy, a dynamic running back introduced alongside Carroll and Spytek on April 25th, 2025. 7 of their 11 draft picks focus on offense, addressing every position group. Free agency was no joke either. Spytek signed veterans like Jeremy Chinn, Geno Smith, and Brock Bowers to bolster the roster. Chinn's versatility and leadership are already making waves in the defensive backfield. What grade would you give Spytek for his first offseason? A, B? Hit the comments and let's debate. Scene 4. Jeremy Chinn's competitive fire. Let's zoom in on Jeremy Chinn, Raider Nation's new safety, and the guy who's got everyone talking. During OTAs, Chinn told reporters, "We've got a lot of competitors. We're going to compete like today, going back and forth with the offense." That's the spirit we've been craving. Chinn's a do-it-all defender whose veteran presence is set to stabilize a Raiders defense that lost key players like Trayvon Moehrig in free agency. His ability to cover mistakes and make big plays could be a game-changer in 2025. Why did Chinn choose the Raiders? He was hyped about working with Pete Carroll, a coach he admired since his college days. His energy is contagious, Chinn said. It's better than advertised. What do you think Chinn brings to the table? Is he the missing piece for our defense? Let's hear your thoughts. Scene 5. The Geno Smith reunion. Here's where it gets juicy. Pete Carroll's bringing back his old Seahawks quarterback, Geno Smith, to lead the Raiders' offense. After struggling at QB last season, the Raiders traded for the veteran who found success under Carroll in Seattle. Carroll and Spytek worked together to land Smith, giving the team a true starting quarterback. Carroll said Smith's arrival made his transition back to coaching smooth. With weapons like tight end Brock Bowers, the NFL's best, Smith's got the tools to shine. The Raiders' offense also added running back Ashton Jandy and wide receivers Jack Beck and Donnie Thornton Jr. in the draft. This unit's built to score points and keep defenses guessing. Can Geno Smith and Carroll pick up where they left off in Seattle? Drop your predictions in the comments. Scene 6. A tough schedule awaits. Hold up, Raider Nation. This 2025 schedule is no joke. The Las Vegas Raiders face the worst rest disadvantage in the NFL, with 8 road games and matchups against heavyweights like the reigning Super Bowl champ Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, and Commanders. Pete Carroll's no stranger to tough challenges, but he might tweak the practice schedule to keep the team fresh during grueling stretches. His experience and new analytics-driven approach could be the edge we need. The AFC West is always a battle, and the Raiders will face the Broncos, Chiefs, and Chargers twice each. A playoff berth means winning some of these dogfights. Which road game are you circling on the calendar? Let me know which matchup you're hyped for. Scene 7. Building a new culture. The Raiders' culture is getting a major overhaul, and it's about time. Last year's locker room rumors and 4-13 record proved the old culture wasn't cutting it. Enter Pete Carroll and John Spytek, who are all about competition and accountability. Jeremy Chinn's comments about sharpening iron reflect the new vibe. Players pushing each other to be better every day. Max Crosby called Carroll's formula real and said, "If you don't live by that standard, you're not going to last." Spytek signings like Chinn, Elandon Roberts, and Devin White bring veteran leadership to a reshaped linebacker core. These guys are tone setters, especially during the grind of training camp. What's the most important part of a winning culture for you? Hit the comments and let's talk Raider Nation vibes. Scene 8. The road to the playoffs. All right, Raider Nation, here's the big question. Can the Las Vegas Raiders make the playoffs in 2025? After missing the postseason since 2021, the pieces are in place for a turnaround. Carroll's leadership, Spytek's roster moves, and Chinn's competitive fire have us dreaming big. The offense is stacked with playmakers like Jandy, Bowers, and Smith, while the defense, led by Chinn and Crosby, is ready to compete. But the brutal schedule means every game's a battle. Carroll's track record and new analytics approach give us hope, but it's up to the players to execute. Chinn's words about competition set the tone. This team's ready to fight for every win. Raider Nation, are we playoff bound? Drop your predictions below. Smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow fans. Let's get loud and proud for the silver and black in 2025.